Hey everyone, welcome back to the Texas Agriculture Law YouTube channel. I'm Tiffany Lashmet, Extension Agricultural Law Specialist for Texas A&M. Today, let's talk a little bit about farm and ranch estate planning. This is an issue we hear all the time is important for agriculture. It's one my family faced firsthand. When my dad was growing up, his father died suddenly of a heart attack at the age of 45. He left behind his wife, who was my grandmother, two teenage sons, and a farm to run. And my dad came on the Ag Law in the Field podcast to talk to us a little bit about that experience and what he learned about the importance of estate and succession planning. We'll let him share the story.
My dad had died, and it had probably been about 2 weeks. And one of the neighbors was telling us, now you guys need to get into the ASCS office and sign up for the program. And every year you went in, you signed up for the program, and you laid out what you were going to do, etc. So my mother picked me up one afternoon after school, and we went down to sign up for the program. And we thought we were going in there and, okay, sign these papers, and everything's fine. Well, the lady whipped out a map and said, okay, I need to know what you're planting and where you're planting it. My mother just looked at it. She was clueless. She said, man, I just don't have any clue. And I remember I could just barely kind of see over this counter. It's kind of a tall counter. And I looked up there and I started pointing right here. And I tell the lady, we'd like to plant Milo right here. And she finally told me, don't ask me if it's right. You just tell me what you're going to do and where,
Yeah.
And I walked through that map and told everybody, we told that lady, here's what we're going to do here. We're having alfalfa here. We're having Milo here. This is going to be wheat, This will be summer fallow. So, and I remember that being a pretty tough lesson to thinking, man, this deal is really real. You're going to have to step up and go to work.
As you can see, there are really important real-world implications if we fail to successfully plan for the transition of our farm or ranch to the next generation. And that includes sort of two pieces, right? There's the estate planning perspective, which is things like wills and trusts and powers of attorney and those types of documents, and how and when we're going to deed ownership of property. There's also the succession planning portion, which I think needs to look at who's going to actually take over and operate the farm or ranch operation once you're gone. So an example of that from our story is who understands things at the FSA office, who understands what programs we're involved in, what contracts maybe we've signed, who understands where we market our products or where to find the cow records, right? Who can come in and drive the tractor or take over weaning calves or whatever that might be. So I just encourage you, take a minute and really think about the importance of this to your operation. It's not a fun topic to discuss. It's not a fun topic to think about, but it's a topic that everybody's family is going to have to deal with. And it can be a real gift to your family from a headache perspective, from a monetary perspective, from a legal perspective, if you'll take the time and work now on a solid estate and succession plan to ensure that successful transition to the next generation.